No. Hello, everyone. My name is Matt Del Greco, and I am with Wrestling with Matty, and I am here with the one and only. You may know her as Cobra Moon from Lucha Underground, one half of Twisted Sisters, Thunder Rosa. How's it going, Thunder? How's your day?
It is. It's pretty good. I can't complain. It was raining like cats and dogs, but it's good. It's good. I'm going to a seminar, so
So, what my first question is, what got you into wrestling?
man, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. It wasn't your typical story like, oh yeah, when I was little, I used to watch The Rock and Trish Stratus and Lita, and I went nah. I didn't watch wrestling again. I mean, I watched Triple A on Mexico because
Hmm.
it was on Sundays and there was nothing else to watch. And I mean, I like some of the stuff, but I was never like the type of person that will go to shows or anything. I mean, wrestling came because my husband watched wrestling and he like kind of like showed me about the show me some shows that when the TNA knockouts back in 2006.
Yeah.
Those are the women that I watch. It
So,
was
like
like
Gail Kim and them.
Gail Kim, Victoria. I think Mickey James was there.
Yeah.
Who else? Kong.
I was gonna say Kong, probably actually Jessica Havoc too. I think that's when she made like a little appearance.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I wasn't a WWE fan per se, and I learned all of that like later on. But it was that, and then a lot of indie shows. Like I went to a lot of indie shows in the Oakland area, and my friends were involved in the business in that area. I was like what 25, 26 years old, and I had my career and everything. It was never like, oh, I want to be a wrestler and that's the only thing I want to do. No, I wanted to do my master's. Was working on getting my master's degree. I was trying to be um, a supervisor at another facility that I was working, and I wanted to keep building my career on my and social work. But like I said, I stumbled upon wrestling, and it was just kind of like, oh, I can be an athlete. Oh, I can be an actor. Oh, I can perform. Oh, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, this is like my dream of becoming a soap opera artist or
Pretty
actress.
much.
So that's how it all ended up being.
And you absolutely kill it. And I mentioned that you were Cobra Moon. What was it like working like Lucha Underground and that Cobra Moon persona?
It was hard at the beginning. It was very very hard. One, because I am not a lucha based trained person. I train American wrestling. Headlock, takedown, arm drag, drop kick, body slam. That was like my base. Working on Lucha Underground definitely opened doors for me in terms of like, other styles of wrestling, and it also forced me to learn faster than anybody else. I was not even 1 year in when I signed the contract with Lucha Underground because Chris Joseph saw a lot of talent in me, and he told me that I had it. That was one of the main reasons why he believed in me, and you know, I had to learn everything as I went, and working with some of the talent that were in season two and season three. I learned so much, and I had to learn it quick because everybody wanted to be in Lucha Underground when it was hot, and everybody wanted my spot, so it was a lot of pressure.
Well, yeah, I can imagine that when it was hot, it was like the biggest thing to watch on TV. Like you would legit like stop what you're doing to watch it just to see what was going on. So you would have to keep learning on a daily basis, pretty much.
Yeah, and then like the other aspect of it that a lot of people liked, like people that used to like WWE before. It was like the vignettes, and the vignettes are hard because not everybody can act. Not everybody in the roster spoke English, so it was very difficult for some people to get that part. The acting part, because
Hmm.
like yeah, you can have amazing matches, but if you can act, kind of like your thinkies are kind of like campy.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I really did enjoy that because I feel like with every season my character developed. Because I was more comfortable in my own skin. I was more comfortable in the ring. I was more comfortable outside of the ring, And like I knew after I had those five first matches, they weren't the best, and I'm not proud proud to say like, oh yeah, go and watch me as Cobra Moon. I actually one time my husband had my son watch me as Cobra Moon on my first season. I turned the TV off. I said like, don't have him watch his matches. So I was so embarrassed, but I mean, that's part of my development. It's like I was so green, and I
Ex-
will say it, I was very, very green. And yes, people were pissed because I got in there and I was on TV, like primetime TV. You know,
mhm.
but it was because somebody gave me a chance, and I wasn't gonna like back down and be like, oh well, I'm not ready. No, f that. Like I'm ready. Like if I'm gonna f up, I'm gonna f up. Whatever. I'm not gonna risk. They're gonna have me do some other stuff. And you know what? Fine. It's great. Like now I've been in the business for 5 years. You have me wrestle right now. It's a completely different person. And you will see now that I work as Serpentine in WoW.
That actually was I was just about to bring up. I was gonna say, what was that like the transition from Lucha to WoW as Serpentine?
Well, it was Cobra Moon, right? We had her come its first season because I was not aware that I was going to be doing that, to tell you the truth. There were other plans, but they wanted to bring Cobra Moon, so I was like, I'm a team player. I'm not going to be like, nah, I ain't going to do that. So I was like, whatever. I got only 2 matches. I blew people away, and then I got on my contract, and I told the people, I was like, I can't do Cobra Moon anymore. I mean, I don't work with MGM.
Mhm.
And they're like, well, we have another character. The name is Serpentine. And honestly, I had so much fun. Like my character is completely different. Um, my gear maker designed my gear and the mask, and we both like collaborated.
Yeah,
And I really feel much more comfortable in the gear. It's much more comfortable. It's much more my style. The mask doesn't move, thank God. And I'm like, I look so much more different than any person that is in the roster, which is the cool part. Because you had like all the, your Caucasian chicks, the crazy looking ones, but I'm the only masked wrestler, and I'm the only Mexican wrestler there too. So it's pretty awesome that I'm the only full Spanish speaking person in the roster. You know, and I say that with a lot of pride because um, a lot of times, and the Latino market is very important. Like WWE knows that. That's why they keep Rey Mysterio there, because he's so popular, because he not only connects with the Latino community, he connects with everybody because of
mhm.
who he is.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
that's one thing I feel like in the mainstream media even now, they tend to forget. People like minorities can connect with more people than anybody else, you know.
Mhm.
But hopefully, with this new character and other seasons, I'm able to maybe have more TV time and being able to do more than I can do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, and that's what you want. You kind of want to do more and explore more with your character.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it's kind of like Cover Moon, but it's not Cover Moon. It's more.
It's like Cobra Moon's sister.
Yeah. She's more like playful and less mean, and she doesn't speak English either. So that's a cool part. I gotta speak English. I
That's
just speak
always a
Spanish,
plus.
and
So,
then I have Sophia Lopez translate for me.
that's who
So
that
that's
was.
perfect.
Okay, I couldn't think of that name. I saw the picture. I'm like, wait, who is that? And all right, that's
She's the greatest attorney in the world,
yeah,
Sophia Lopez.
that's actually
Yeah.
pretty cool. And so when last time I saw you, you were well, you still do occasionally tag with Holly Dead and Twisted Sisters. What how did that come about? You two, the whole Twisted Sisters name and all that fun stuff.
Um, Holly and we met through Facebook. We held a lot of conversations through Facebook. Then I met her at one show in Los Angeles before she went to Japan, and then we corresponded with each other. A lot of the times it was my husband texting her because he acts like me. So for all of those guys that are thirsty, get on my DMs. Think twice. You don't know who you're talking to. So yeah, we became really good friends, and we were like wrestling each other all the time. And then we were driving together in California, and my husband was like, "Why you guys just don't? like tag. I mean, it's up. You have face paint. I think it will be very very cool. You guys should paint your face half and half, like half Santa Rosa, half Holiday, and we'll come up with a name. We'll put it online and see what the fans say. So that's how it happened, and then we debuted in PCW against the Classic Connection, and from there on we just like took off. And then at one point, Jesus, people can't drive. At one point, what happened? No, we moved in together. We I think we lived for a year. We lived together, and then we were like pretty much tagging everywhere and flying everywhere because they were flying us from the same place, so it was easier. So but I will say that we've been able to like accomplish a lot of things together, and I don't know. We still feel like we can do a lot more. I don't think people give us the credit that we deserve. I mean, we both worked so hard. We've been together in Japan. We have earned multiple tag team championships and defended them all over the country, and it's we love tagging with each other. We've been tagging now for 4 years, and if you see us and if you see other tag teams, you see like we're very cohesive. Oh my
Actually,
god, a
yeah,
blood.
yeah, that's true. I think it was in December you two wrestled for Women's Wrestling Revolution in Providence, and I was my first time seeing you, and I was absolutely blown away at just how cohesive you two were, and also the fact that me and my two buddies went for a picture, and I turned around and you had my buddy on your shoulders. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, we're pretty personable with the fans. I mean, definitely that's one thing that I like to do with people with fans is like be personable, be close to, because that's the reason why I've been able to be a professional wrestler for like what 5 years and only work as a professional wrestler for the last three and a half, almost four, because of all the support that I get from them. You know, and I'm really blessed that they continue to support me no matter what.
That's the one thing I've seen with like what you post on like the social medias. I see like some people will post like stills of your matches, but also see a lot of with fans, and that's something you really kind of don't see nowadays. So that kind of like that hits the heart.
Yeah, I mean, I was a fan myself before. I remember asking the boogeyman for a picture, and I didn't have $5. And he was like, "No, don't worry about it. I'll just, I'll take a picture like that." And that's one thing, is like if you don't have money and you come to see me, there's some places we have to charge. That's how we make our money.
Hmm.
I'd be like, "No, that's fine, man. Just get me back like later, or like ask me how much for the picture, whatever you want to give me. If you don't want to give me anything, it's fine. You know, I mean, we're performers, we're entertainers, and I'm not gonna be a bitch about it and be like, nah, you're not gonna take pictures. I mean, I'm still not at that point where I can say like I only charge for pictures. This is what I do.
Right.
But it's important. That's how you connect with fans. And there's been like, I'm not lying. There's been 5 or 6 people that because of I have a talk with them or whatever, they started becoming uh either training for wrestling or they're already like debuted. Like it's pretty cool. It's really really cool.
Yeah. So I mean, you're almost like an inspiration. That's kind of what you guys want to be like.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect by any means, and but I try to support other people, in their dreams.
Yeah. And then so you said that you and Holly went all around the everywhere to defend. What was it like debuting for ROH and Shimmer and all that? Preferably ROH with them branching off to the Woman of Honor and being a part of that.
I mean, that was a pretty good experience because I mean, a lot of people watch ROH and they see us there and then they were really excited for us. A lot of people think that we were signed for ROH. We both are free agents. We are free. You know, we are freelancing everywhere right now. I mean, that's good to have in our on our on our resume, that we worked there. Like they were giving us a little like storyline and everything, but in wrestling things change, so change got shifted. We're team players. We don't complain or anything. Shimmer was actually for me. That was one of my goals this year, and it's been so hard just to get booked there. Like just for myself, because she debuted before I did, and I couldn't cancel one of my bookings because I already booked for like I'll do all my bookings months in advance. And I try to respect my bookings and the bookers and people that are like putting money in everything, because that's how you should be, regardless if it's a smaller or a bigger booking. But Shimmer was very, very special because we both debut as tag team with the Joshis, Hiroyo and Dash, and we had one of the most fun matches that I had in a long time. We blew everybody away. I mean, I think that's what we needed, and like I said, a lot of people kind of undermined us for whatever reason, maybe because we look weird and menacing, or we're strong style. I don't know. We both would train in Japan, and that was like a very pivotal moment of our careers. And some people don't like how you know Japanese people work, and I mean, I work stiff, I work safe, but that's how we are. We're the Twisted Sisters. We don't give a shit.
Exactly.
That's who we are. It's like we like to have fun in the ring. Like, yes, we sometimes do like some crazy stuff, but we don't do anything to hurt anybody. You know.
Right.
But that's been our mantra lately. When we get in the ring, we just go there and have fun. Because if we're not having fun, we're miserable when we get off the ring.
Well, yeah, I can understand that. And then you mentioned that you trained in Japan. Not only that, you actually wrestled in Japan, I believe, a couple months ago. What
Yeah,
was
no, actually, a month. It was a month ago. I went
Oh, it
to
was a month ago.
Tokyo Joshi.
What was that like? I know I saw some gifs and some videos, and it looked like you had an absolute ball.
It was a different Thunder Rosa that the one that went 3 years ago to Stardom. I came and just was like, all right, if they're gonna like me here, they're gonna like me for who I am. I'm just not gonna pretend that I'm white and be like the the all American, because I'm not. I'm fucking Thunder Rosa. That's it. I like to dance. I like to chop people. I like to do comedy wrestling when it's necessary, but I will bring it when they ask me to bring it. And I had a blast. Like the girls from Tokyo Joshi are freaking amazing. Um, the management were fantastic. They took really good care of me, and the owner was very kind, and and it was just it was refreshing to go to a place and where they know your worth, and my championship match in Sapporo with Big Kaiju, it was really good. I was in the magazine, in the pro wrestling magazine. I gave her a DVD on the apron. I got a lot of heat from that, but she was safe. I mean, she didn't die. She won her championship back, and that's what the article said. Like after she got beat up, like she still like came triumphant. So it was really good, and she said that was one of her most challenging matches. And I really enjoy it. And I mean, like I said, if I'm gonna be doing something like that big, I'm gonna do it where like what people appreciate that, and that's like definitely in Japan.
Yeah, a lot of the Japan crowd is totally different from the states, and I absolutely love and someday would love to go to a Japan show just to experience the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's something else. Like I mean, especially for Tokyo Joshi, like the fans are very into the matches. Like they're very interactive. They like to get entertained. They laugh. They applaud. They dance with you. It's it's great. I really enjoy the working with them.
And so we're going to the other fun question that I love to say. So a dream match, singles and tag. Who would you pick and why? Past or present?
Singles. One reason why I got into the business was I was used to follow Sarah Stock, and would love to have either a training match with her. She's badass. She's amazing. Um, as a singles. Tag team, man. Oh shit. I don't know. I don't know. We were talking about that.
Well,
We just want to have a match. We just want to have a match where we can kick ass. Like that's what we care. Like we can tell a really really good story.
well, I know it's not with Holly Dead, but I believe in Spire Pro Wrestling you have a tag match against probably one of the hottest tag teams on the scene right now. Uh, People around New England will know them as EYFBO, but
The
Santana
LAX.
LAX.
Oh man, they're awesome. You know what? I'll actually with Holiday. I would like to have one on one with them and us. I think it'll be pretty cool. We
I
were supposed to have a like singles with them and us. It was Juicy Thunder and us. That's how it was supposed to be, but they changed it. But whatever. I mean, I had a great time. I don't know if you got the chance to watch it.
no, I definitely got to check up on that. That's usually what I do on the weekend. I catch up on all my wrestling, but no, I definitely check up on that. But yeah, I think you four in the same ring, the chemistry would be out of this world because you both have the same like you can be comedy and you can be like hard hitting with each other. It would just it would tear down the house instantly.
Oh, absolutely. And we had also we were able to work with the SoCal Uncensored. That was pretty cool.
Oh,
That was like
that must have been fun. Yeah.
yeah, and Inspire. I I at the end like they let us talk, and I was just like, I remember when I went to APW in Hayward, California, the old garage. Like Christopher Daniels trained there, and he used to be the trainer, you know. And I met a lot of the guys through that, and now that I was able to like share the ring with them, that was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, I can imagine that. And then I believe you had or have matches coming up with Chris Statlander and Jessica Havoc. Chris Statlander may be, I'm not being biased because she's kind of grown through here, may be one of the like hottest commodities right now. What are your thoughts on the uprise of the alien known as Chris Statlander?
She's a solid worker. Like I had a match with her 2 weeks ago, and she knows how to tell a story. Cause she can do a bunch of stuff, unnecessary stuff, but she knows how to tell a story. She knows how to work her character, and I think that's the most important part right now that people tend to forget. It's like you don't have to do all crazy moves and all this stuff. Like get your character over, and that's what she's done. You know, in the little time that she's been wrestling, and she's professional through and through, and I really enjoy working with her. The same with Jessica Havoc. It's like sometimes you work bigger girls and like they come with an attitude like, oh yeah, I don't do this, I don't do that. Like you're a small girl, you're not. Jessica was like, she blew my mind. Like she's like super creative. We like click really well. I mean, we liked each other a lot. We worked on other shows together, not like in the same matches, but we had a very very solid match. And I mean, just working at AAW with again with talent that is up and coming and like it's I learned so much from everybody, because everybody has so many different styles. But this lady's like, I really do enjoy working with them, and I can't wait to do it again.
And it's actually kind of funny you talk about Chris like that because she actually had the same story with you where she wasn't brought up like growing up watching wrestling. She watched wrestling like maybe like 2 3 years ago. So that's why once you told me that, I'm like, well, you guys are pretty much almost one and the same.
Yeah, it happens. It happens not often, but it happens. It's like I always want to do sports. My parents never let me like actually do sports when I was younger because we couldn't afford it. One, my dad said it was kind of like manly, and I should be focusing on school. And I was always working since I was 14, so I never had an opportunity to be like, okay, now it's time for me and to develop what I like to do. I always like sports. I was very outgoing and stuff like that. And when my husband said, you know what, like we'll sacrifice this couple things. It's okay. We'll survive, and just go and train and give your best and be the best that you can be. And I was like, oh shit, like this is my chance. And I've been able to like try all the things that I never tried when I was young, which was like gymnastics, freaking like I don't know, man. Karate, like jujitsu, like all the stuff that I wanted to do when I was young, I had been able to like now do it. So it's never too late, you know. It's like people always say like, "Oh, I'm too old to do this. Oh, I'm too old for do that." Like, no, you're not. It's all in your mind. Like I still feel like I'm 15, but my body doesn't feel like it's 15 anymore. But but there's no limits. Like anything that I want to try, my husband always says, just try it. If you don't like it, well, at least you know, at least you tried it. And that's why I now pass it on to my son. My son is kind of like on the fence of trying different things. And I'm like, kid, you're athletic as hell. Like, you're just wasting your time not trying things out. You're young. You can get better at anything you do, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I keep in my mind. Like, because sometimes, like, you know, being on the grind, it's hard and it's boring and it's tiring and it's a lonely road. Like, you're away from your family, sleeping in like hotel rooms, sleeping on people's floors, because I'm still struggling. I'm still trying to get where I need to get. And sometimes, yes, I sleep on people's couches because that's what I need to do to get where I need to get. You know, like yes, it was really nice when I was working at Lucha Underground and I was sleeping in at the Hilton, beautiful. Or when I work with Wow and we stay at the Millennium Hotel, which is one of the most expensive hotels in the downtown area. But yeah, you come to reality and where sometimes you don't have those commodities. Like promoters don't have that kind of money, you know, and you don't have the name, quote unquote, and you have to do what you have to do, you know, and I will continue to do that. Like I always done it. Like I come from nothing, you know, nothing. And if I achieve what I said at the beginning of my career, when I started college, that I was gonna be successful no matter what, that's what I'm going to do, you know. But I need to stop like making excuses for myself, you know, because that's when it comes to you come on a rod and you're like, man, like I'm not moving forward. Yes, I am moving forward, but I need to enjoy the journey, you know, and it's hard. It's hard.
I can imagine. And with that being said, if you'd like to plug your social media and any upcoming dates you have, feel free.
Sorry. Yes. So today I work at Georgia Pro Wrestling. I hope I said it right. Um, in Canton, Georgia. Its show starts at 7:30 or 7. So show up if you're in the area. Um, then next week I have a show in Wrestling for Charity in San Francisco. On Thursday I'm wrestling my original trainer, Matt Carlos, and I'm not moving. Stop tailgating me. I'm not moving. Um, then Friday and Saturday I have freelance, which is in Chicago, and one is on Friday, and then the other one is on Saturday. That's underground freelance, and I'm gonna be there. Lainey Luck, who still to this day has not responded to my promo or my video, and I doubt that she is because she's scared of me and she's gonna lose. So I would like to see what she has to say. I guess she was eating a lot of donuts yesterday because she got anxiety. So we'll see. Those are the
Shots
ones that I
fired.
have. No, I'm not serious. Like she like I'm not gonna get into this. Like she knows what's up. Like last time I draw a dick on her face, maybe I draw something else on her face, and it's not gonna be a dick. It's gonna be my fist on her eye. So I don't know. I can't wait for next Saturday. She's gonna get it. And then July, July is kind of slow. I don't know. It's not July. We're still in June, right?
Yeah, I actually just saw one that I actually wanted to bring up. I think you actually are facing Tessa Blanchard at
Yeah, and Laredo Wrestling
yeah.
Alliance. Yeah, that was last minute. I was booked somewhere else, and the book didn't fall through. Then I was like, "Hey, you still have the spot, man?" And they're like, "Yeah." So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, I wrestle her in WoW,
Mhm.
and you guys have to see the match. I'm telling you, it was hot. But we're gonna have a really good match. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a really good match. She's right now like I don't know. You did you see the highlights or you saw the, Impact yesterday?
Oh, I lost my shit on that. When she saved Scarlet,
Yes.
I lost my shit on that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what Impact will be doing with her and them guys. So
Because
yeah, she's very popular.
it seems like Impact is taking the step that WWE won't. They're doing the intergender, which
Yeah,
which could bring a lot of eyes to Impact.
I think it will. I mean, Impact works a lot with a lot of people from AAA. I mean,
Mm.
you know, Lucha Libre, they have a lot of intergender.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Oh yeah.
Always have. You know, so that's kind of normal, per se. So, I mean, that's what we need. That's what we need to make intergender mainstream. You know, and you know, Impact is very popular right now. So, fingers crossed.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you want to, before we end, you want to plug your social media outputs?
Yes. So mainly I use Twitter and Instagram. Thunder Rosa 22. Those are my handles. In my like page, too, you guys can see all my promoters. If you guys my calendar, it's on my like page. I'm not available almost most of the Saturdays for the rest of the year. So I have Fridays and Sundays open. So but yeah, I'm still open for any bookings. That is Thunder Rosa 2. And my email is thunderrosa22@gmail.com. You can also contact me through there. And again, I want to thank you for having me here and letting me vomit all my feelings about wrestling.
It's my honor. Thank you for helping me out.
Yeah, I hope I didn't bore people because I'm very passionate about this.
Yes, and that's what I like to see. And enjoy the seminar, enjoy the show,
Thank you.
and drive safe.
I'm trying. That's why I waited until it stopped raining. It was raining cats and dogs too.
Alrighty. Thank you, Thunder.
Okay, have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the one and only Thunder Rosa, and it was an honor to talk with her. Um, I don't know who we have on next, but we will have someone soon. My name is Matt Del Greco for Wrestling with Matty. I bid you all adieu, farewell, and good